Welcome back to my channel. Today's video was something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and that is to do a readathon. This readathon, I'm going to be doing a 12-hour readathon, and in preparation for that, I have 4 books picked out. Maybe may get through, but I don't think I'll actually get through all 4 of them, but I will try my absolute best. I'll be starting with Garden of the Curse because I've already started reading it and I'm about halfway through. And then I'll go up with its sequel, Masquerade of the Heart, which is a little bit longer, but honestly, these are pretty short books. After that, I'm really excited for this reread of a book, and that is To Kill a Kingdom, which is a siren story, kind of like a very dark Little Mermaid retelling. And I'm really hoping I make it to this last book because I've been excited for it. And that is All We Hunger For, which I got from Owl Crate. Seems like a cozy baking fantasy, and honestly just something I would eat up. On my side here, I have my 12-hour timer. The game plan is to read for 6 hours today and 6 hours tomorrow, which I think is a very doable feat. I don't think I'd be able to do the whole 12 hours in one sitting in one day, but I think 6 hours a day is pretty reasonable. And if that doesn't happen, I'll continue doing this on Wednesday as well. The only reason I haven't done one of these before is just because life is kind of busy, and I find that I don't really sit down for very long extended period of time to read. I read a lot in between moments whenever I have the chance. It's also kind of loud at my house, so it's hard to focus for that long amount of time. But I am house sitting this week, so it's a lot quieter. If you guys have fun reading all these books with me, and let's get started. It's now been an hour and I've made it to page 240 of Garden of the Cursed. The story is definitely starting to pick up now. I'm reading it a lot faster than I was. The romance is getting, it's getting there. Give me a little bit more, please. There's also some pretty great found family in this book. However, I don't have much of it. Like, the relationship between them is so strong that I haven't had to have much found family from it to understand that they are so tight and so close, but like I want more. It's one of my favorite tropes. The scene that just happened, those crumbs, chef's kiss. The magic system is also pretty interesting, although I really wish the author went more in depth with the magic system because I think it's really cool, but it's not explored enough. I want it to be explored more. Obviously, I'm gonna keep reading now, but I thought I'd do a 1 hour in checkup. I just got to more found family, and quite frankly, if this author does something to Swift, I'm going to lose it, okay? He's my favorite part of this book. Please keep him safe. I'm kind of hopeful that the second book's gonna be multiple previews, and Swift is gonna be one of them because I love him so much. I just finished reading Garden of the Cursed in about 2 hours. The timer is at like 9:42 now, so it's pretty close to 2 hours. Page 342, a lot of 42s in my brain. Could be mixing something up. It was really good. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. It is a story of a young woman named Marlowe, which I just love that name. I think it's so unique, who used to be a part of this Evergarden society when her mother was like a spy for one of the men of the 5 families who like control all the power in the metaphorical sense of like the money and like their station, but also in the actual sense of that they control all the spell books and like magic being made, so that's how they get their money and everything. And her mother worked for this man, but then her mother disappeared, and after her mother disappeared, Marlowe left Evergarden and moved to like the poor districts and everything, and now she works as a curse breaker. She's always in all these schemes and these bad like areas, and she's very smart, but she's also very risk-taking. She takes a lot of risks. She's very dangerous. Face from her past comes to her needing a curse broken, and they get in this fake relationship, and a lot happens, and I personally love a good fake relationship. It's like, don't even with me. I love fake relationships because their feelings are always actually real, and it just makes me have a little giggle as they try to pretend. And there's a little bit of miscommunication, but that's like miscommunication I don't mind. There's also some good found family in this with her best friend Swift, and I'm hoping we get to see more of him from book 2. Like, please, 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 but also don't hurt him because that would make me really insanely sad. So that is book 1 finished for this readathon. I'm gonna pause for a bit, make some lunch, eat, and then I'm gonna start in on the sequel of this book. Now that I finished Garden of the Cursed, I'm really excited that I already have the sequel, Masquerade of the Heart, in my hands. I'm really excited for this book because the artwork in the front, 1, more Marlowe and Adrius. Like, ooh, what's gonna happen with them this time? And then 2, the background art looks like Swift and Sylvan. So I'm confident that we are getting either a Swift or Sylvan point of view. And I hope it's Swift because I love him so much. Guys, I just opened chapter 2 to an Adrius point of view and I have never been more excited. The only thing that would get me more hype is the Swift point of view, and I'm still holding out hope. I am just now nearing the final hour on the 6 hours that I want to do today. I made it to page 242 of Masquerade of the Heart so far. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll actually be finishing this book tonight because I still have about 200 pages left, but I'll probably be wrapping it up right at the beginning tomorrow morning. I don't think I'm liking this one as much as I liked the first one. I feel like Marlowe's character has really needed to grow more than it has. That's what I really wanted. I wanted her to be a little bit less selfish. And I guess a lot of things she's doing are for selfless reasons, but the way she does them are in very selfish ways. I was also really hoping for Swift point of view, and we didn't get that. Instead, we get the occasional, very occasional Adrius point of view, which is nice, but they're very short chapters, kind of like a Rare Jax chapter in A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. Clock just hit halfway, which means that I'm done for the day, and literally right in the nick of time. 13 seconds ago, I just finished reading Masquerade of the Heart. That ending actually had me so happy. The final chapter before the epilogue, I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna make me so upset. It's gonna make me mad. And the epilogue wrapped it up really nicely. I'm not gonna go too in depth on what this book's about because it is the sequel to the first book, and I don't want to spoil it, but it continues on with Marlowe trying to figure out who exactly cursed Adrius, and it leads into this really big other plot that could literally be world ending. Sadly, there is still no Swift point of view, but it's okay because we got a little bit more of him, although the author kept writing him off, probably for Adrius to come save her or something. It was good. I liked the ending. I'm really surprised I finished it. I thought I was gonna have like 100 pages left, and then the story picked up so much at the end that I couldn't put it down. I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening next? What's happening next? I'm kind of tired now though, so I'm probably gonna get ready for bed, and I'll see you all in the morning to finish out this readathon. Hello guys, it is the next day, which means it is time to finish out the readathon. I have 6 hours left on the timer, and I have To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo in my hands. I'm 99.5% confident that I will definitely finish this book today. I don't think I'll finish All We Hunger For, but I think I'll get a decent way through it. Let's just jump right into it. Hour 7 is done. I made it to page 66. So far, the book is pretty good. I'm liking the dual point of view. I always love when I get a POV from the male main characters. Definitely a lot of sirens, dark, grim, that little mermaid moment on the beach. I saw that. I'm enjoying it so far. I think I'm reading slower than yesterday though, because I think I'm having a little bit of reading fatigue just because I've been reading so much the past couple of days. I'm determined to keep going. I've got 5 hours left. There are officially 3 hours left of this little challenge. Honestly, I have no clue how people do 24-hour readathons because my head is getting so tired. My eyes are getting tired. I kind of want to nap, but I can't. I need to lock in. I want to finish this. I'll definitely be finishing this book. I don't know how far I'm going to get in the second book that I want to read today. And people who do 24-hour readathons, kudos to you because I don't know how you're doing it. 2 hours left on page 300. Elian, I need you to lock the freak in, okay? Be a little lover boy for a second. Stop. Don't, yeah, she betrayed you, but it's okay because she wanted to fix things. Just lock in. There is an hour and a half left on the timer, and I just finished reading To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. I give it about 3.5 stars. I'm between that and 4 stars, but I feel like 3.75 is such a pretentious title that I don't want to like officially give it that. This book has the story of 2 characters. One is Lyra. I've been singing in my head. One is Lyra, and she is a siren princess set to take the throne from her mother in just a few years. The other is a prince of a human kingdom who's also a pirate slash siren killer. Now, Lyra basically defies her mother by taking a heart when she shouldn't and killing someone when it wasn't her time. As punishment, her mother turns her into a human. Siren and siren killer cross paths and to end up working together to really not work together in the end. It's a very good read. Thank Dark Little Mermaid. There's also some good found family with Prince Elian's crew. Really strong book up until the ending where it gets a little iffy with the magic and the exact ending and the final battle, which I think could have been done somewhat better, but still really enjoyable. There's definitely romance in this book. However, it is not at the forefront. It is some good background romance, even between the 2 main characters. I wish there was just a tiny bit more of it to see them actually like falling in love with each other, but I think it was a good, solid landing of not having too much romance, but giving you that tad bit of it. Anyways, for the next hour and a half, I'm gonna read All We Hunger For, and then we'll be done with this. Unfortunately, this is not the cozy fantasy I was expecting it to be. It's definitely very politically charged. I was expecting like Great British Bake Off or like a baking show-esque vibe. Not what it's giving. Not liking our male main character in this book either. Yeah, writing's okay. Okay guys, the timer has gone off, which means that our time together is coming to an end. I finished reading 3 books, Garden of the Curse, Masquerade of the Heart, and To Kill a Kingdom, and I started reading All We Hunger For. This was a pretty fun challenge. I like to see just sitting down and seeing how immersed I can get in a world when there weren't a ton of distractions around me and I had an end goal was nice. I really enjoyed reading some of the books that I've been looking forward to read literally all summer and giving myself this opportunity to. However, I can feel the reading fatigue catching up to me. I was finishing out the last 30 minutes. I was pushing through and it was getting so hard that I didn't even make it very far through this book because I feel like I had to keep going back and rereading passages because I was so zoned out and getting so tired. I don't know when or if I'll do a challenge like this again, but I did enjoy the attempt and there's a first time for everything, you know? I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you've made it this far in the video, comment down below if you would do a 12-hour readathon, and if so, what books would you try to read? I will see you all next time.